This crochet stitch looks woven, but it's actually very easy to make. You can use this beautiful texture for baby blankets, crochet bags, shawls, and many other crochet projects. The pattern repeats every 2 rows, so once you learn the rhythm, it becomes simple and relaxing. For this tutorial, I'm using baby yarn and a 3mm crochet hook. After making a slip knot, start your foundation chain with any odd number. Just make sure you use an odd number of chains, so the stitch pattern lines up correctly. For this sample, I made 27 chains. Count 1, 2, 3, 4. Then into the 5th chain from the hook, work 3 double crochets. This first group forms the starting edge of the row. Try not to make your stitches too tight. Skip 2 stitches, then work 3 double crochets into the next stitch. The repeat for this row is very simple. Skip 2 stitches, then work 3 double crochets into the next stitch. Skip 2 stitches again, then into the next stitch, work 3 double crochets. Continue this repeat all the way to the end of the row. If you're following along with me, you can pause the video here and continue the same repeat to the end of the row. When you reach the end of the row, work your last group of stitches. Complete the row with 1 double crochet into the last chain. At the beginning of the row, including the turning chain, you should have 4 double crochets. And at the end, you should also have 4 double crochets in total. Chain 3 and turn your work. Insert your hook into the space after the first group. Pull up a loop and work a double crochet. Chain 1. Now go back to the space between the previous group and the double crochet you just made. Pull up a loop again and work a double crochet. And now, you can see the crossed texture forming. Work a double crochet into the space between the next 2 groups. Chain 1. Go back to the space between the previous 2 groups. Pull up a loop again, and work a double crochet. Work a double crochet into the space between the next 2 groups. Chain 1. Go back again to the space between the previous 2 groups. Pull up a loop and work a double crochet. This is what the backside looks like as the pattern starts to grow. Continue in the same way to the end of the row. This crossed movement is what gives the stitch its woven-looking texture. You can find the written pattern on crochetstrends.com. When you reach the end of the row, work a double crochet into the space between the last group and the turning chain. Chain 1. Go back to the space between the previous 2 groups. Pull up a loop and work a double crochet. After making the last crossed stitch, complete the row with 1 double crochet into the top of the turning chain. Chain 3, and turn your work. The pattern repeats every 2 rows. So now we're going to repeat the same steps from row 1. But this time, place the double crochet groups into the center of the crossed stitches we created. Work 3 double crochets into the center of the first crossed stitch. Continue to the end of the row, working 3 double crochets into the center of each crossed stitch. No chains between the groups. For this row, place 3 double crochets into the center of each crossed stitch, without chains between the groups. If you like this textured look, you can give this video a like. When you reach the end of the row, work 3 double crochets into the center of the last crossed stitch. At the end of the row, make sure you don't miss the last stitch, to keep the edges straight. Complete the row with 1 double crochet into the top of the turning chain below. Chain 3, and turn your work. Now repeat the crossed stitches we made in row 2. Now we're repeating the same crossed movement across the row. This step creates that beautiful woven look in the pattern. What would you use this stitch for? A baby blanket, a crochet bag, or a shawl? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoy easy and useful crochet stitch patterns like this, save this tutorial for your next project. When you reach the end of the row, work a double crochet into the space between the last group and the turning chain. Chain 1. Go back to the space between the previous 2 groups. Pull up a loop and work a double crochet. Complete the row with 1 double crochet into the top of the last chain. Chain 3, and turn your work. Repeat the same steps from rows 1 and 3. Keep going this way until your piece is as long as you want. You can use this stitch for baby blankets, crochet bags, or rectangular shawl patterns. I also made this pattern in white, off camera. And as you can see, this color makes the texture look so clean and elegant. That's everything for today's tutorial. I hope this video was helpful for you. Before you go, please subscribe to my channel, give this video a like, and share your thoughts in the comments. Take care, my friends, and happy crocheting!